get started, I want to introduce you to an incredible director who's making a difference in the lives of people in Baltimore, Maryland. We are blessed to have Stacy Gillis with us today. She's an amazing woman, and she's going to share with us some great tips about how we can use video marketing to make a difference in our lives and build your business. Stacy, thank you for being there. I hope we keep our Skype connection considering what's going on. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do. Tell us about your business.
Great. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for having us. Well, me, Advanced Video Systems. We've been in business now for 30 years. We're so excited. Started it, we got a phone call one day, and someone said, hey, can you transfer this old film to VHS tape? And I said, sure. I had no idea how to do it. So what do? You go out and figure it out. Well, now today we're transferring all these audio cassette tapes to CD and DVD, and we're just hitting the world with all this crazy video transfer these days.
You're a magnificent director in Baltimore, Maryland. Tell us how the Maryland chapter is doing up there.
Wow. All I know is I'm rocking it. I'm landing every single meeting. People are coming out to see me. They're coming out to see WOAMTEC. They want to know what is a WOAMTEC. And once they find out, they're drawn. They just can't get enough. I have people in line waiting to get into a category. It's just been so exciting, and thank you, Kathleen, for making this happen.
Appreciate it. And I know you wanted to share with us some tips on how to use video marketing to grow your business. Can you give us some suggestions on why you think it's important and what you would recommend?
I have very interesting statistics. Did you know that 83% of people visiting your website will most likely buy from you just by having video? Whether it's 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, or 5 minutes, it doesn't matter. Video presence is where you want to be. People are not into reading words anymore. They just have to visually see and hear stimulation.
Thank you for sharing that with us. Now, one of the things that we talked about is there's a lot of companies that are using their iPhones to do videotapes or video presentations, and you know, that's good because you do want to use something. Something is definitely better than nothing. What do you recommend for somebody that's starting out that can't afford to hire your company yet?
Oh, absolutely. There's great tips on starting on how to use video. Now, I started using video with an iPhone recently. A lot of people were sending me video clips of an iPhone vertically, but when you turn it around, you have to have it horizontally. That's tip number one. Another tip is making sure that your audio is very clear. You don't want it sounding like it's coming out of a bathroom or a hollow room. Make sure you have curtains put around and draw your drapes and make sure that the light isn't hitting your face, because natural lighting in a video will totally distort your face, your picture.
You know, I know that that's important, and I've seen a lot of people that have done professional videos. I just saw one of our members posted something while they were driving down the road, and it was interesting because it was like a shot. They were holding the phone with their steering wheel at the same time, and it was like straight up their face. What are some of the don'ts that you see people that try and do self-video capturing do, and why is it important for you to up your brand when it comes to video marketing? Because it truly is a reflection of you. You want them to know, like, and trust you. You want them to feel comfortable with you, but what are some of the don'ts that you want to encourage people not to do to look as commercial as they possibly can before they're able to hire a commercial company?
Well, if you notice on my screen here, I took a freeze frame of a gentleman thinking that he was doing a sensational job of videotaping himself. And if you notice, it's in a window background setting, and his face is completely dark. That is like the worst kind of video you could do. Another example, one more example I wanted to show you. If you notice this gentleman, he's pointing his phone up toward his nose. And you see the light at the top of the ceiling. I mean, come on, that's not good. So those are a couple examples of what not to do. You want to make sure, oh, there's also an app in your phone which is called a teleprompter. This is very neat. You can download it on your iPhone, and you can actually read the screen and do a professional-looking video. And you never make mistakes. You'll never say an so or a duh. It's wonderful.
And you know, vocular pauses and avoiding vocular pauses as much as possible is really important in sounding professional and conveying your message and communicating your message, because it truly is about building your brand. And building your brand starts with your presentation. It starts with the way you look, and then it goes to the way you present yourself, and then it goes to the way your marketing materials present you. And that's truly the focus of today's segment, is how can you brand yourself as best as you possibly can. Now, I know that you did also mention that there are some pointers for how to create videos and what you should wear, what you should not wear. I think that that's important, because all too often we think, oh, I have a message, let's videotape this now, and then let's post it, not realizing that little things about your image, about your attire, about your style may make a difference in whether or not people truly do know, like, and trust you.
That is so true. People wear all this big jewelry, and all your eyes are doing is drawing into your jewelry. You just want to dress without flowery colors. You want to do pale, light colors, blues, not even blues, because see in the background here is a blue screen, and we videotape blondes in back of blue because their hair in green does not coordinate with chroma key. So you want to be very careful of that. Also, don't wear white, because some people have their website, and I was videotaping a CEO. She was wearing a white pants and white shoes, and her website was white. So she came in with a beautiful pink shirt, and all she would be was a bobblehead. So you have to be very careful on what you dress in. Also, don't wear stripes, because the video cameras see and there's like a zebra look to it. So you want to stay with solid colors. Those are some tips that I can share with you today.
Stacy, for sharing that. And I have to tell you, I so appreciate the fact that you said the weather in Maryland is terrific, because I have to tell you, here in sunny Florida, it is not only raining now, but if you hear that noise in the background, it is hailing. Like, it is truly hailing right now, which is crazy. But I appreciate you. Now, one of the things that we did just recently is you brought me to Baltimore. Now, I'm coming to Baltimore for real at a boot camp very soon, but you brought me to Baltimore using something called FaceTime. So we're Skyping now, which is cool, but you brought me to Baltimore using FaceTime, and what I liked about it the most is it wasn't just like Skype. Like, I was able to talk to the whole entire room and present as if I was actually physically there. Can you give us some FaceTime pointers?
Absolutely. It was wonderful. It was a great experience for not only our members, but for you. They got to see you and be there with you, ask you questions, and I'm going to share with you on how each director can do the same thing. It's so easy. What I have here is a television set, and I got it, let's say at Best Buy for $200. And all I did was I took my iPhone, and I'm going to show you what labeling I use. So I have my iPhone here, and I have this connector. And this is called a USB dongle, D-O-N-G-L-E. Now what it does is you also have to use an HDMI cable. You can see this. Well, can you see
what was it? Can you say the name of that again?
This is HDMI cable. Okay. So what you do is you plug the HDMI cable into your little white dongle. Then it connects into your iPhone. Then you plug it into your television set. All you do is hit FaceTime, and we're talking. That's all it is. That's how simple it is. You have to, though, have Wi-Fi connection, or it will not work. That's the only stipulation.
An important part, and we are now officially live, so what a great way to transition to that, because you're right, if you don't have Wi-Fi connection, you're not going to be able to stream live, which is important. So Stacy, thank you so much for your tips. Now, I know that ultimately everybody should get to the point where they're able to hire a commercial production crew, because that's what's going to take your business from the small mom and pop business to the executive level company. You know, our executive companies that are out there would not do their own commercials, they would not do their own videos. But what I have learned by doing a lot of consultations with people throughout America is that if you use YouTube as a way to grow your audience, educate different people, increase your search engine optimization, you are going to be able to not only increase traffic on your website, retain your customers longer, but be viewed by so many more people, because you can use video as a way to do that. How would you recommend, or what are some of the pointers that you would recommend that people use video to increase their search engine optimization? And what experience did you have specifically with WOAMTEC in today's broadcast?
All I know is that YouTube has made our company so successful by showing little clips, me going and videotaping my meetings, the speakers, having good audio, has taken me to the next level. Selling professional, yes, is the way to go if you have the budget. That being said, to make money, you have to spend money. And that's the way it is in life. We have a lady who's videotaping and streaming live in a hotel right down the street, but she's reaching out to hundreds of thousands of people across the United States. In return, she's going to be making a ton of money.
Absolutely, you know, because it truly is about increasing your tribe. You know, the more you can build your audience, the more you can build your database of people that are not cold connections, but they're warm connections, the more you can connect with them and continue to build a rapport and stay present, stay using video and using technology to stay present in your business. It will not only take your business to the next level like you just mentioned, but it will help you build a national brand. And whether or not you're a personal trainer here in Central Florida, or a graphic designer in Baltimore, Maryland, or a video production company in Maryland, your goal should be to build your audience to a national brand so you can create a product that you can sell to them, so you can create a product that you can sell while you're sleeping, because that's what's going to take your business to the next level and help you create an exit strategy that you can actually sell your business when it's time to retire.